Welcome, everybody, to the Get Bit podcast for blurs, for nerds. If you have a fandom, you are most certainly welcome here. We are your hosts with the most, myself, Spartan, Tafara TV, Show Guy Joe. Gentlemen, I know the reason why I'm smiling outside the fact it's the weekend. How are we feeling?
Masters of the Universe. I think Jared Leto finally got a win.
Nice. I was going to ask you how that movie went. Let me ask this without spoiling it. Did the thing happen, or is it just, or we just reimagine it?
It's left up to your imagination. There's a lot of other stuff that happens in there, though. But again, not afraid to. Let me see. Not a lot of taking itself too seriously, but not afraid of the source material. It's funny when it needs to be, serious when it needs to be. A lot of good setup at the end.
All right, fair enough. Joe, what say you?
I got cake, so that also equates to a win. So I'm a year older. I have a newer setup. My knees hurt even more because of age. It all works out.
I was gonna say happy birthday, but it just sounds so morbid now.
Happy
birthday.
Cycle around
I
the
am
sun.
now 43. I'm at the last stage of being in my early 40s. Next year I have to start saying I'm in my mid 40s. Already had somebody ask me what my Corvette color is going to be like, and I'm like, I have a Decepticon for that Corvette, so it's okay.
Oh God! Happy birthday, Joe. Oh God!
However, I would like to bring you in on something I learned about being in your mid 40s from Gravity Falls. Have you ever heard about pug smuggling?
Why do I know that term?
Why does that sound familiar? Why does that sound familiar?
Smuggle pugs in a barrel to Mexico and sell them at a high profit. This great guy who invented it, called Stan Pines, invented this thing.
Lord Almighty.
Also, yeah, Summer Games Fest, super duper good. Man, they came out of the gate.
Yeah, a lot of stuff I had given
all the heavy shells.
A lot of stuff I had given up hope on showed up in this show. So
you're not lying. But before we get into that, we do got to get a disclaimer because, as you can see, guys, this is a trailer overload show, which means that, yes, we are covering trailers from the State of Play, from the most recent Summer Games Fest, and some indie games. So, yes, this is nothing but trailers, which means there's going to be a lot of things that might have some graphic violence in it. Some things that you might not be okay with, especially if you have younger viewers. So, viewer discretion is advised. This is the only warning you're getting tonight, especially with the first trailer we're going with right off the bat. We are going to start a little bit with the State of Play because, again, State of Play did happen before Summer Games Fest happened today, along with the Day of the Devs and Indie Games. And Sony came out the gate and decided to surprise us and say, you know what? Let's start Wolverine.
I wonder if the partial nudity is because his suit gets shot off.
Right.
I mean, he takes a hell of a back shot, so.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Also, the detail on like the specific upper arm hair is crazy.
My only problem is he is not, and they need to have a skin about this already, is this man is clearly not 5'1".
Everyone keeps saying, I keep seeing that he's too tall to be Wolverine.
I blame Hugh Jackman for this, but I mean, I'm okay with him not being comic accurate height Wolverine, but I would still like him to be significantly shorter than most of the cast. That's all I ask.
I mean, he should be, but yeah, he does still kind of look like your average 5'8", almost 6 foot.
Like, and he could be my height, which is 5'5", until next year. Then I shrink to 5'4", so I'm told.
But the detail on the blood, I mean...
And they did confirm that you can turn off the blood.
Which is fine. That opens it up to more age groups.
Yeah.
He's already dead. Not dead enough.
Not the Spartan kick with a disrespectful claws in the back.
There's also a weird universe. This is the same universe as Spider-Man, but there are no X-Men in this universe.
Which there's an Xavier Institute in the Spider-Man game. So I'm curious when this takes place. Like, is Peter even Spider-Man at the time of this game?
That's a fair point.
Because they're claiming Wolverine has left the X or left Weapon X. Yeah.
So they decided they're gonna break our hearts twice.
Yeah.
And there's Newt, so.
Yeah. Well, Leech, death flags for you again.
Oh, Leech.
Yeah.
So these are the Morlocks then.
Yeah.
We need backup now.
Ooh. Yeah.
And also, I'm not mad at a lot of people for thinking this is Wanda. I clocked it was Jean immediately, but
Yeah.
I honestly, I kind of like hoped it was Maddie.
once I saw the red hair, I immediately saw I went Jean, but
Oh yeah, no, I thought I knew Jean, but also at the other side of my mind, I was like, what? Just be Madeline Pryor doing some dark shit, and then save Jean to be like the moral high ground.
either one of them would have been fine. I've seen people getting crucified. It's like, oh, that's Wanda, and it's like that is not Wanda.
That's not Wanda.
The fact that this is a Wolverine story tells you it's Jean Grey already, but also that is very much Wanda shit she's doing, and that's on the fault of Fox and licensing and the MCU kind of giving all those feats to the Scarlet Witch.
No, Wanda doesn't use pink energy. Jean does.
She does it, but I'm saying that the colorful energy and flowing and big screen, regular people have only seen that from Wanda.
That's true.
So that's why I'm giving folks a little bit of grace. Some folks are like pissed about that mix up.
But at the same time, look at the design. Like Joe said, take a shotgun shell to the back, and the design. I mean, the impact is showing. And
he takes some back shots. He takes that back shot better than most adult entertainers.
And then Jean setting up for the kills is crazy. Also, the impaling on obstacles.
That is kind of a six-way confetti. God.
I think the only other complaint I have on this, and this is a very big nitpick with me, is that the clothes heal with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with like the pants healing, but like the shirt doesn't need the top doesn't need to heal.
I mean, that's fair.
Deborah Wilson has yet another role.
I guarantee you that blonde in the pink shirt boom boom.
Well, I mean, they already said that. They already said Deborah Wilson's character is Callisto. Which I am not.
He was Callisto?
Yep, they said that Deborah Wilson.
No, the eye patch.
No, the one with the eye patch. Callisto.
Deborah Wilson with the eye patch.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense.
But also, I only really know her from X-Men Evolution, so if she's in here, that'd be good for her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the one that fights Storm in the sewers with the laser staff.
Yeah.
For controlling the Morlocks. Remember, technically, Storm is the ruler of Morlock society.
Yeah. Wait. Well, Boom Boom is the one with like the hand bomb powers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Her dad was using her to like break into safes in X-Men Evolution and rob people. Okay, Thanos light.
Right.
Yeah, in the comic books now, in X-Force, her day job is actually working at a demolition company.
I mean, whatever works.
That's true.
Dude, the exposed rib cage and skull is crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, there's your partial nudity. It's like, hey, he's gonna be kind of naked if he gets shot too much.
God. Yep. And there goes the extra.
Final Destination 2.
Hey.
He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 4.
Woo! My balls.
Ow.
Whee!
It's over for the redhead.
You think you can take on the psychic? A headbutt did you, and you're not ready for the Phoenix.
Let's get you guys out of here.
Are you a superhero?
Lock it. I'm Wolverine.
Again, I'm sold.
Oh yeah. And then we get him in Madripoor, him in Japan,
Yeah,
him in
based on Omega Red,
Canada,
Mystique,
the Weapon X project.
based on the hand of all people.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that was Deadpool.
During the Weapon X era.
I was
That's
gonna say
definitely Sabretooth Weapon X.
Yeah,
because this is a post Weapon X Wolverine, so people are saying, "Oh, it's the hand," but I think that is Wade Wilson pre Deadpool.
Yeah.
I can see that. But yeah, as you can see, guys, State of Play did come out with it again. Wolverine comes out September 15th. September is going to be a busy month for games. So again,
So there's a reason for that. Is everyone's in September to get the hell out of the way of GTA 6?
And then it delays again.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely going to delay again.
But I mean, I think we're all sold on the fact that Insomniac's got a hit with this one, as long as the story's right.
I'm so curious the timeline as far as connecting to Spider-Man, because it seems like he knows of the Xavier Institute and Professor X. So I'm curious if this is potentially the Morlocks become like his first batch of students. Are mutants getting smuggled out of the USA into, because they're saying like it's a world without publicly recognizing them, or if the Xavier Institute it's like X-Men Evolution. They just know that, hey, there's a school. They don't know it's a school for specially gifted kids.
Well, remember in Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2, the Baxter Building wasn't even the Baxter Building fully at that point. It was Fisk Tower.
That is a fair point.
True. I know they had the Wakandan Institute though, and they
had
had
the Wakanda Embassy, yeah, but like
and the Sanctum Sanctorum. They straight up robbed Doctor Strange.
Yeah, but like Miles's game, they were renovating the Fisk Tower, and then in Spider-Man 2, it's like formerly the Baxter Building,
right?
But like the Fantastic Four symbol wasn't fully painted on yet on the roof.
Yeah.
So
no, that's a fair point. But
oh yeah, before we go on to video games, I do want to say I did finish South of Midnight tonight, this morning.
What'd you think? Hey, man, roll time.
Interesting final boss. I honestly did not like the ending because I think Bunny got off too easily for everything she did.
Same, like you get to just live in purgatory, living out your happiest memory forever.
Yeah, it's like you don't deserve this kind of like let go. You literally murdered somebody just to bring back your kid. You almost murdered two people, but Tree Dude can apparently live without his heart.
Yeah, that's what threw me off. I'm like, did we just kill off like half the mythical creatures? Because what is Hug and Molly gonna do with all these very pale, need some sunlight kids? And the tree without a heart is not alive, I think.
Yeah, but also
no, he's alive because I mean, remember that he can move his hand freely and whatnot.
Yeah, he's still alive. So technically, the tree and Laurent are the only ones still alive.
Yeah, like I actually kind of expected a mild kaiju battle between Honey and the mom until they recognized who they were, because I was not seeing how I was going to fight the giant fish mom. But like after everything, I'm like, I don't fight Grandma for like control or something, or she's not really been behind this the whole time. She basically gets out of jail free card.
But I'm also like, how did you haul a whole heart in here?
I mean, that's a fair point. That was a big thing to haul. But no, I do get the ending to a certain extent. It's like you said,
the game is great overall. I mean, the cabaret is like my favorite level of the thing.
Yep. And then his mom's a social worker.
Right. So what is she gonna do with all these abandoned kids? How is Molly? How does Molly even feeding these kids? What does she do when they get older? Like they all were like Flex Washington, Michael Jackson pale, and living in those mountains. And I'm like, now you just killed their only like foster mom.
That is a fair point.
And then at the end of the game, I'm like, so do we get to keep the house? And then you walk out and it collapses.
Damn.
Yeah, like I said, it was just the ending just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, just because like the worst person thing gets a get out of jail free card essentially.
I mean, I could see that, but still, South of Midnight is a fun game to play. But
really good. Mild control issues.
Oh yeah, they are a little bit rigid. But we do have to get back to state of play because again, state of play was very solid in the games that did show. We did get a lot of release dates. However, at the end, I don't think anybody was expecting this. That we actually, and again, unless you know God of War, you know certain tones, then you probably heard this at the end of state of play.
I jokingly watching this was like, it's gonna be Faye's game, and then when I heard the voice come in and we opened her, in Kratos' hand.
Yeah, I just heard the notes.
Well, once I saw Santa Monica, I was like, all right, we know it's there. They got something cooked up.
True. Yeah, I know, Bama. It's only game 2. See, when I heard that, I'm like, oh, it's definitely God of War.
Once I heard that, I was like, oh, it's her game. Jokingly.
You did say that though. You did say that.
I predicted like 12 different games this week between these two shows.
Find your way home. You are free.
I love it. They say capture on PS5 Pro. You're good. It'll look just the same on a regular PS5.
It really will.
Razzle dazzle.
Yep, Bama. This is basically the first God of War start.
Yeah, this is literally the intro of the first game adjacent.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if this is going to be running parallel to their games or not.
It very much feels like it's going to be like Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
That's what I think. I think it should run parallel, honestly.
Yeah, like if anyone's ever played that second game with the card-based combat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also curious, how did she die though? Because the fact that she woke up like panicked like that.
That's the thing they never explained. Because I had to look back and said, did we ever explain how she died?
She made it seem like she was sick and she knew she was going to pass, but it seems like it was unexpected because...
Where am I?
I'm wondering if she's the one that blew the horn in game 2.
And you know what? That's also another fair point because there's a lot of events that happened that honestly she has to be a part of.
Also, a chip from the mask in her hand. And we're either trying to pick it out or make sure it's secure.
But that wood that's in her hand came from the same wood that he chopped down.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know where I am.
That's the one thing that makes sense. The wood that Kratos chopped down in the first game, some of it got embedded in her hand somehow.
Okay.
Although shout out to
it happened.
old girl. I keep on wanting to call her Karen, but I think the actress's name is Deborah something.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
But I recognized her immediately when she started talking. I was like, oh, so they got old girl from Daredevil.
And they paired her up with another Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Also, double jumps and air combos.
Yeah.
This definitely isn't the light of Alfheim.
And I'm curious, was she supposed to reincarnate up there, or
That I good question.
because she told him to take her ashes to the highest point in the realms, and they did.
And yet somehow she still.
Max.
So there's the same mask again. Whoa!
I feel like it was similar, but not the exact same one. And clearly, she taught Atreus his magic.
Mm-hmm. If this ain't a go to work moment. So she has a somewhat of a counter. Not really a shield, but ooh.
Shouldn't have been that difficult.
Which
I mean,
I
you
guess
are-
everyone arrives at deep power to some extent.
I guess. But then she decides to stretch her legs, literally.
Yeah, thanks for the assist, buddy.
Armor. Good idea.
I said, do we want to jump around at all, or just let it go?
I'll let it go. We'll get to a stopping point.
Okay.
We'll get to a stopping point, at least to the point to where the other characters get introduced. You're about as helpful as a screen door on a submarine. Damn would say, just be glad she's a part of Kratos' bar like first child. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, that was
about a
more
way
on the
out?
Greek side of things. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Since we're still dealing with Norse mythology.
Guess I'll find
And
my own way from here.
right, I'm not climbing that.
Guess I'm actually gonna have to go back and play Ragnarok because I kind of quit that pretty early.
I'll be honest, we have no idea how this ties into anything so far.
Right.
But like the random moments where he sees her talking to him and she like disappears,
That makes me think there's a crossover.
Is
potentially.
it the same actress in Ragnarok, or is it a different actress?
I think it's the same. I think
I
it's
think
the
it's
same
the same
woman.
actress.
I'm just not picking up on it that it's been Karen Page this whole time.
Yeah.
We've only seen that little of her the last, and I think we only saw her in Ragnarok.
Yeah, we only saw her in Ragnarok for a brief part of the game, and I think it is the same actress, but they didn't really hint on it that much. Maybe. Run to Zeus, maybe. Oh, get the stick. Oh, no sword, all hands.
Did you come from the Eagle Ocelot? Not the gates. The gateway is closed.
And there's the different gods of war.
So
What did Bambi do?
I wanted to run up on the Japanese God of War and he'd be the only one not pissed at Kratos. Because it's like, no, he gave me a good fight. It was a good fight.
I'm gonna go ahead and call it now. It's gonna be a reunion in whatever this realm is.
And then apparently it's Dulak over here. We're just kidnapping all the fairy tale creatures.
Right.
That's why little buddy got you. They were throwing his friends into the fire. But also, if the cannon fodder can get sent down here, that gives me hopes for everyone else.
Yeah.
Hello, Satan.
Yeah. I was gonna say Sweet Tooth's cousin.
The problem is when she rolls up on Kratos' actual family, and they find out who
Yeah,
she is.
Yeah, I'm so curious if that happens. If she meets Calliope and
his first wife, yeah, that'll be weird.
Oh, I think they would be friends. It'd just be if she rolls up on Ares and Odin, or Ares and Zeus.
oh, these two are probably forming the Legion of Doom down here, with Odin and Zeus being like the next seats at the table.
I can see
I
that.
don't think Odin gives a shit. I think he just wanted to be here to see what was in the afterlife, didn't he?
He wanted to know what was waiting, but he didn't want to go yet.
Right. That's why he wanted the mask so bad.
And apparently she has a piece of it or of another one somewhere.
I said, I just want her to come across Hachiman, which is the Japanese god of war, and he'd just be down there, but he's like super chill because Kratos just gave him a good, honorable fight.
Which
It'll
I'm
be
curious.
interesting.
I'm curious if the mask allows somebody to come back from the other realm.
That is a fair point.
So this is Segment and Bagstein.
Could set you free.
And apparently also Bast. Is that the giant ass cat?
Possibly.
Possibly.
But also that's what because she just said another mask. You thought this could save you, so clearly they know about the mask and what they can do.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if she had a plan to like use it to get back to her family after they spread her ashes. Who knows?
That's a good point, because the whole thing of something you can't keep me here.
The gateway is closed. There is no escape.
Still, I do like that they reached out and got other pantheons rather than just like everything else. It lets us know Kratos has had a much longer history than what we give him credit for. Oh, I mean, we see that vault he was in where he kept all this shit or whatnot.
Yeah.
And now, for no reason whatsoever, Riven.
Say, man.
No. Betsy. I will handle that problem.
See, it makes me wonder if that was in the background was nothing more than another way of connecting to the realm.
But also, I think we'll just be having other gods who have just been fallen or died or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they won't all be Kratos' victims, but it'll just be a realm of pissed off people who are all dicks because they all lost at some point. You're all down here because somebody handed you an L.
Like hell verse for deities.
Basically. or you got poisoned or
So is this Bast or is this a different god?
I think it's a different god, because Bast
it could be an animal god. Who knows?
I think it is an animal god, but I don't think it's Bast.
With the Hellfire head, what is your sleeping situation like?
A big cat.
Oh, yeah, he's from
Bro, how do you sleep?
Probably puts it out, puts a cap on, and then wakes up and gets a Zippo and restarts it.
Damn.
Boy, Huey.
Okay. I think they're gone.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
It's the bad guy from Mort the Chicken.
Fresh air.
The best new character in the God of War universe, Frank the Gelatin Cube.
Talking.
Oh
You know
man.
what? It doesn't matter. How do we get out of here?
Are we in agreement that she's attached to Excalibur, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when they said only the ribbon can talk, I was like, I fully believe that sword can speak, and it's just
The cave is Frank.
I
Yeah.
also wonder If it's not Excalibur, but the sword that's the Irish equivalent to Excalibur, the one they use in the Black Cauldron. Calborg.
Thank you.
Oh,
I mean,
I know
that's
it's Sonic. I know Sonic and the Black Knight. It was Caliburn, is what they called him.
Yeah,
And he wouldn't evolve until Excalibur until he was chosen. So I fully believe that sword can speak, and it's just choosing not to until it has accepted its new master or whatever. It's
right.
It's very much got the attitude of Excalibur from Soul Eater.
Where are we anyway?
Fool.
Of the gods? I call it the everyone.
Afterlife of the gods.
Kaladborg.
So, what's the plan?
That's the
boss?
That's the Norse
Dr.
mythology
Boss,
sword, though, right? Caliborg.
Yeah. Khalid meaning hard and Bosch,
That's why you're trapped.
Borsch meaning breach or cleft.
Okay, then that's probably the sword.
But also, how did you both get down here? But
My
a
mind.
great way of reimagining the stone that the sword is coveted in.
I feel
True.
alone here.
I want to know what the dungeon master who's doing this is smoking. This seems like it's a great D&D adventure right now.
Somebody said, "Hey, they knew you were going to cry about jiggle physics and did it in the funniest way possible."
You're dead.
That is true.
How?
I want them to lean into that one horrible joke and want one of his skins just to be the washer.
Yeah,
Here.
not use the whole head, just not the fingers.
Then focus on what you do need.
Time to power up that jazz hand.
Because if she's fighting the entire, if she literally is getting sent enemies by Kratos in real time, at least they're depowered when they get here, so she has a fair shot.
Yeah, but at this point, if she's getting back to what she used to be.
Okay. We'll
And
take it.
she's hopefully figuring it out faster than they will.
Okay.
I mean, she is also a literal giant who has shrunk down to human size. We can't forget that.
I was gonna
And-
say,
and
why is she the smallest? I was gonna say, why is she the smallest one?
She's not the smallest one. I think she made herself small for
Kratos.
This is not the case of what's going on in One Piece, where giant woman has normal sized husband and they have a kid together.
Yes.
See, that's why I think at that moment where Kratos is in Alpine, that's where I think he sees her.
Right.
At that
Or
moment,
when he died for like a half a second with Thor.
yeah.
I was wondering if it's that one time where he just, as he's continuously crossing veils between realms.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because in Alpine, when he was fighting that one thing, he was in the light, and Atreus couldn't find him. That's what makes me think that at that moment, that's where those two met, and they're the Kratos. She said, "I said, look, that's
Good
so
job,
funny."
Frank.
I think you should give her the sword.
How do I know I can trust her? I'll give it back. I promise.
Put the sword back in the cube of Jello.
Take it.
Somebody also said the sword in the stone is like Otetsu's blade and like the juice in Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War.
Yeah, but the weird part is it looks just like the World Serpent.
Yeah.
Dang.
Also, we can remove souls.
Not the astral plane shot.
Someone talked to Stephen Strange.
That's disrespectful. I'm gonna knock your soul out of your body and then send it right back when I'm done.
Yeah, the Sorcerer Supreme shot is crazy.
This is probably the only part where I guarantee this is dev stuff. Because she has way too many moves.
Oh yeah, we'll be nerfed. We shall be
Oh yeah,
nerfed for
we're
sure.
gonna be heavily nerfed. I believe that. So she does have a counter, which I do like that she is more magic based. But the combat
So
looks
we're all in agreement. Their first date was just a fight, right?
I think they said they fought to a stalemate with the first time they met. So.
yeah.
That was the first date, yes.
Yeah, that was the first date. Although Kratos sat there and said she did beat him. Which again, if you hear someone stand and say you beat the ghost of Sparta, I don't want to fight you.
Then she also did shoot the fair one with Thor.
Right. I mean, she fought Thor and Kratos.
No, I got a promise to keep.
Fine, but lady, that sword, it's more than you think it is.
The Blade of Destiny.
Well, we're almost to the end anyway. Might as well ride it out.
Already?
Dang.
I will kill you.
And what happens if you die down here?
That's a good question.
Promises you can keep, God.
I mean, it's not like you got a purgatory.
I'm like, do you just go back to spawn point, or like is it just like Overwatch and Marvel Rivals? Like you just go back to base?
That is a good question.
Like
Considering this is supposed to be the trash can of all realms.
Everyone just
Maybe you
fights.
just cease to exist. It's Dragon Ball Z rules. If you die in either heaven or hell, if you get destroyed in either heaven or hell, you just cease to exist.
What is it?
I guess.
Or like Coco, you just if you burn all your goodwill down here and nobody remembers you, you're gone.
Dang. I do like the fact that her movements are more evade and avoid. She's not really a shield maiden per se. Ugh, that
So
ribbon
she is the strength of a giant in a little body, basically.
yeah. Ugh. So you can also whip with the ribbon. That's impressive.
Just give up.
I don't give up.
Nice.
I would love to see how she was handling people with the X.
Right. Hit it. 6 ways of disrespectful. This is almost reminiscent of Kratos' fight with Baldur.
Which is happening right now.
That is true.
Your mother is at rest. Actually, she's
Your
going
mother-
5 rounds in Super Hell.
I'm about to say your mother is swapping. Dang.
She also adapted to the ribbons and shit pretty quickly.
I'm like, teach a man how to squabble.
I'm also curious to see how many people she'll run into because I cannot wait for her to meet Modi and find out that her son is the reason he's down there because, shanked me right in the neck, the little bastard. You really chose Father of the Year up there. And then
Right.
Heimdall, finding out when she meets Heimdall and find out why he's down there because, let both parents get a turn.
That's true. So that was God of War Laufey. I know, Bam, I did catch that. I didn't mean that. I was gonna come back to that. Y'all know it's this point. Dave Joffe didn't like that Laufey had her own game. Look, let's say something about Dave Joffe. For all those that don't know, he was behind the original God of War series of 1, 2, 3 on the PS2 and 3. He's always had a gripe about the revamps, about the remakes. He's had a gripe about this, saying he didn't like it, and that it's not the God of War he knew. Mr. Joffe, with all due respect, you're not. You can cry all you want to, as well as the incels that cried about, oh, well, it's God of War, but you're playing as his wife. Let me tell you something. You played Tomb Raider for decades and you didn't say shit. So I'm not expecting you guys to play, although you will be playing this game. Let's be real. Y'all are going to play this game regardless of how you feel. I just get tired of incels coming forward and saying, oh, well, this is woke. This is that. You're still going to play. And if you don't want to play, then don't play. I know for the rest of us, we're playing because we want to see this story because I'm going to be honest. I want to see her story because, like Joe said, it runs parallel to the God of War remake and Ragnarok. So we're bound to see some. We're bound to see some questions get answered in those games. But I'm just saying.
This is also we don't have to do now. We don't have to do one game per deity or pantheon now, which opens up a lot of doors because everyone's been asking for Egypt next. But now if we're just going to cover the entire base. Potentially see where all of them exist or how they all coexist in their own different versions of Earth or reality, which should be interesting.
Yeah,
potentially how they all came to be.
I still think he's gonna run this.
They didn't have a problem playing Laura Croft because she had huge pixelated boobs back in the day, and we were all in our teens.
I mean,
we were also all in our teens.
That too, but what gets on my nerves is the whole thing of just you literally complaining that, well, it's his wife, it's God of War. Well, you were playing God of War before Kratos was God of War. So if you're arguing over a title,
Samus Aran. Most people don't know that Samus Aran is still a woman at this point.
Yeah, apparently that's still news to some folks, but I didn't know that dude was always complaining, because I was wondering why he complained so hard about the side-scrolling game, like right after it came out.
Because it didn't do well, and he was in charge of it.
Was it?
Yeah. That was his return to God of War form, and everyone was like, "No one asked for this."
But that's still the reason why. But at the same time, like we said, I think like I said, I think I can speak for all of us here. Where it's like, oh, we definitely want to play this game now. We were told that it's going to be sometime out in 2027. Let's be honest. It's kind of a good thing. September's already a loaded month. GTA 6 is still around like a haunted ghost whenever that decides to come out. Yeah, no, we all believe. You already know what I'm thinking, though. You know
rap of the rapper. You got to believe.
But I get
it's on the delay.
They're gonna keep delaying the same way Star Command gets delayed. But anyway, because I don't want them coming after me because I just said that. But yeah, Laufey looks like it's gonna be great. It is gonna be sometime next year, so we definitely keep an eye on that. But getting into the state of play, because they came out with Fire, the first trailer, so
Summer Games Fest.
Say what? I did say so. My bad. I got tongue twisted. So Summer Games Fest, thank you, Joe. Did come out with some fire, and I give it to Joe because he called this one.
They put out like 3 huge announcements, like right out the gate, too.
No, for a second, I was thinking this was the one that Kojima and Jordan Peele have been working on that we still haven't heard much about.
Yeah, that fear face thing.
Yeah, and we got that strange like tech demo.
Oui? Yes?
This threw me all the way off.
So, you're the American who called earlier.
I knew what it was the moment she made that one joke.
Welcome to Paris. It's so nice to meet you. Oh, it's freezing. Come in. Come in. We don't want you to catch a cold.
Looks like a silent.
I hate to say it, but your brother is, well, quite odd. In we go.
Dang, little lady, you ain't got no elevator?
Yeah.
Typical single guy apartment.
Right.
Hey, Will, the audio is doubling.
Such a mess again. Think, I just cleaned it up a week ago. It's like a boulder rolled through here. Huh? Ah, the delightful biscuit. I'm sure he won't notice if we help ourselves. Oh, I'm so sorry. It must be the maintenance man from this morning. Won't be long. I'll bring some nice coffee to go with the biscuit.
So, cigarettes and chocolate. Poor man's dinner. And some pills. And some heavy-ass dumbbells? What are we training for?
Well, you still see he smokes a shit ton.
Not even a Resident Evil guy, and even I felt like I knew what this was.
I mean, this is one of the few Resident Evils that really did need a remake.
Don't move. Claire Redfield.
There we go. I was like, something has to come try to bite the shit out of us in here.
Yep, pretty much. So again, they came out the gates. They came out the gate guns blazing. We are getting a Resident Evil Veronica for 2027. I give it to Joe. Joe called this one a while back to see what was going to be Summer Games Fest. Again, this, if you haven't played Code Veronica on the Dreamcast, and I want to say it was on the PlayStation Network. I could be wrong about that.
It is.
So this
Okay,
it was the original Veronica, or was it Code Veronica? Or am I thinking?
Code Veronica.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Code Veronica. I think they're gonna take a little, and this is a guess because I did see some scenes from the island, which was in Code Veronica, but they also may take some from Revelations. However, I'm not sure what they're gonna do because this setup was interesting as far as, like I said, this entire first part threw me all the way off. So I'm
The
curious.
moment you moved that boulder joke, I immediately knew what it was.
Oh, I didn't get it. That one flew right over my head. That one definitely flew right
Chris
over my
punching
head.
the shit out of that boulder in Resident Evil 5?
Still flew over my head the first time I heard it.
Okay.
But
Wait, what did she say about a boulder?
She says it looks like a boulder ran through here, and she's like, "Oh, you're the brother of the American man, or you're the sister of the American man living up there. Oh, it looked like a boulder ran through here." It's like, okay, I know what this is now.
yeah, so yeah, it completely bypassed me. So apparently, for all those that aren't getting it, this is based or never played Code Veronica. Code Veronica's character, a ghost Claire Redfield from Resident Evil 2, is basically trying to follow her brother Chris, and starts off. Did she start off on the island, or did she get captured first? Joe, you remember?
No, she's immediately captured first.
Okay, she's captured first. So yeah, so it is kind of a different premise on this one. At least that's the way they're showing it. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm so freaking happy. And this is being done in such a way. I will say this for how 7, how 8, I'm sorry, 7, 8, and 9 being Requiem, how they've all been done so far. I got nothing but hope for Veronica at this rate, because if this is kind of being done in the same style, you can tell by the art, by the graphics, by the the colors blending. I'm like, someone just said, let's do Requiem and just use that as a template for everything else, which I'm not complaining about. But I just can't wait to play it next year. But what say y'all?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely play it.
Yeah, I'm not a Resident Evil guy, so I will definitely watch one of y'all play it.
Oh, I will. This is why I stand and say between September and next year, I'm gonna need to pick up a second job at this rate, because as long as they make physical copies, I'm down. Although I still say that's hunk right there. But I wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, that, guys, was Veronica. As we said, comes out next year on 2020, and it comes out 2027 the next year. Not a specific date yet, just because, let's be honest, that GTA 6 ghost is haunting around everywhere. So eventually we will get some answers on that.
Oh, this came out in 2 CDs originally?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One CD, well, no. I was going to say one CD was Claire, one CD was Chris, but that's not correct.
Right. Yeah, it was all Claire. Although we get to see Steve again. That's still funny. But speaking of, yeah, you remember Steve. But speaking of funny, Toy Story apparently has a official announcement. Tafari, you know about this one, about the retro roundup? And
yeah, I caught this, and I'm actually happy for this, because I actually own some of these games, and I've been waiting for that Star Command game to get free from the Dreamcast being the best version forever.
All right, fair enough. For all who don't know, here's the Toy Story announcement.
Oh, that makes sense.
To infinity and
I
beyond.
played the crap out of the first one.
Which,
The original Toy Story.
oh, okay. Yeah, I beat the first two, and then
If we're making any kind of game, it's like, well, what can we try that's new?
They're a notch above everything we've been seeing up to this point.
Jim Hanks.
This is gonna be special.
Did they have his brother playing Woody?
Toy Story game that was ever made.
Or playing Buzz? Oh yeah, and A Bug's Life.
Why not Toy Story 3? Oh, right, there we go.
Yeah, a full remake for 3.
Entering debris field.
All right, so that was the Toy Story announcement. As you can see, you get the retro roundup along with Toy Story 3 Complete Edition. Looks like it'll be for the Nintendo Switch, available for pre-order not September. Ooh, people want to say September a lot. October 15th of this year. So again, not too far off from now. But Safari, you said you were waiting on Star Command, right?
Yeah, I hope this means they'll actually do something with the damn show, which has just been in limbo forever, along with a lot of those early Disney morning cartoons that they milked off of movies. Yeah, because they had the Star Command like VHS tape movie, which then led into the ABC morning show. But I remember playing that on Dreamcast. I had no idea it was on PS1, and people was like, "Oh, you know it's on the PSN store." I'm like, "But yeah," but then they just grabbed the PS1 port, which Dreamcast is always a superior version of the games that were also on the PS1. Like even the old Spider-Man game looks better on the Dreamcast. So I'm hoping they've either upgraded the visuals or grabbed the Dreamcast assets and put them on that Star. Because I played that Star Command game with my cousin when I was younger. So that game's actually a lot of fun, especially when you go just full into a real world based on Buzz's lore and the Star Command system. And then, yeah, Toy Story 1 and 2, which I played both of the original ones. 1 was definitely a struggle. 2... I played 2 on here and on the N64. Yeah, both are fun in their own rights. And then 3, I think 3 was probably the last time I've seen a Disney movie that was bundled with the game that came out. Yeah, because they had the Toy Box mode, and I think Toy Story 3 was like the last game they bundled with like the last batch of PS2 Slims. Because I remember we got that game with my last PS2, which I still have.
Nice. Well, moving right along, we got to cover this one as well because we had a lot of surprises during Summer Games Fest. This one, again, we thought this game was dead. Apparently, it is not. We didn't get much gameplay, but we got enough to get our appetites.
I audibly clapped, cussed, and cheered for this. Like this, I'm so happy. I've made jokes, I've made skits, I've made tweets. I'd fully given up hope, and I thought Paramount did too.
We all thought we did. If you don't know what we're talking about, just watch.
Oh, this, yeah.
Yeah, once they flashed the sigh, I was like, oh, there it is.
The thing that surprised me is that it was Platinum Games.
And then the theme.
That's all we needed. Although we would love some gameplay, but that's all we needed. The last Ronin, which again is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one shot that we thought the game was 86, and then we heard nothing about it. And just today, apparently it's moving forward with Paramount.
Yeah, y'all gave us a trailer like 2 years ago and nothing since. I fully thought this game was dead in the water.
Yeah,
especially because I know they said the movie or whatever TV project they were going to make for this or movie project was on like indefinite hiatus for a while.
Right.
I know they're shuffling the turtles around, which I'm curious if the next movie we get for these young turtles is the last one, because they're using those designs in Sonic Crossworlds we just saw. And also, what else has Platinum Games done?
Bayonetta. They've done.
They did Transformers Devastation.
Thank you. So they've
done a lot of stuff.
Platinum
they were really well known for their action stuff, so this is going to be a great action game.
Yeah. I mean, it said Ninja Gaiden, so I'm like, I know they're not holding back on the blood at least.
Yeah, because Team Ninja is going to be a part of this too. So I'm all for it. So like we said, we have no other information outside of the fact that the game is happening. It might be next year. I mean, I would think next year that we might get a little bit more on this, or we might get something near the Video Game Awards. Not 100% sure, but at this point, we do know it is definitely moving forward.
Look, we got a website and a sign up and a join the resistance.
So there might be a demo. There might be some There might be some play testing. Hey, never know unless you sign up.
If you haven't, now is a perfect chance for you to go buy either all 5 issues or get the omnibus and read the entire last Ronin story, because it is great. And I think there's a spin-off, and now they have a prequel or a special preview issue that's out now as well, called Training Day. But yeah, if you have never read the last Ronin story, it is great. All the turtles are gone minus one, and that one is out for revenge. So
yep. So also the surprise that we did get before we go into the other ones, but this one, look, me and Tafara both said the same thing. We saw this about Stranger Than Heaven. I got freaking questions, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, well,
okay. I asked in the group chat, which one of you got the monkey's paw and made this wish?
I didn't. If you saw me on stream, I was like, I don't know if I should be happy or offended. Like,
right.
Also, I love that both of you synchronized saying in denial.
Oh, it wasn't us.
Because I saw the monkey paw comment, but I was like, wait, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I knew he was referring to, but for everybody else, just watch.
Lisa's got a release date finally.
Oh, I didn't realize everyone in here is just straight up stark naked because they're all tatted from head to toe.
Nah, we don't believe in sleeves. We believe in jumpsuits.
Basically. Let me guess. It's his cousin. Yeah, once I saw that, I was like, is this allowed?
I mean, also, Stranger Than Heaven comes out January 15th of next year. But, again, I can't explain this. Now, if you were watching the Summer Games Fest, Snoop Dogg was there and did say, did say that the Tupac estate did give the green light on this. So if you're wondering how they pulled this off, they did get the green light to have his likeness in the game. What he's doing in the game, I got no freaking idea.
Who's doing his white VO?
That's a good question.
That was my other question. I was like, who's doing the voice? Because please don't let it be one of those like AI bad LimeWire MP3 download sounds like it's underwater filtered voices. Like I'm very curious, and I feel like they're gonna keep that anonymous on purpose.
Yeah, because I know
they'd be smart to.
Because I definitely do not want that voice actor to catch any heat or smoke or strays. I don't know the voice. I was gonna say that one actor out of Notorious did a pretty good Tupac, but I doubt it'll be him.
Also, like, I know he's known for the front tie do rag thing, but like, does he need? We've seen him without it. I mean, he's been in movies. Hell, he was and I'm gonna say this, and this will give me some shit, but I liked him better when he was an actor over his musical career because the man could act like really, really well.
That's not an insult. Some people did really like his acting, so it's not an insult.
But like, anytime I saw him act, I did not see like the do-rag version. Like, isn't this literally just from like one album cover? I'm not really familiar with Tupac.
No,
I'm like legit asking.
It's several album covers he had that, but that is iconic. That's his look.
It was the look for a while. Also, you're thinking of the guy who did All Eyes on Me because the Notorious Big movie, that was Anthony Mackie.
Oh yeah, the All Eyes on Me. Thank you. But I don't know. Like I said before, I'm curious. I'm already sold on Stranger Than Heaven. Although, guys, could you release a song? That'd be nice. Please, thank you.
They said Otto can take a back seat for this one. We got Tupac.
Right. So
I'm taking a back seat to nobody in Japan.
I'm curious how they're going to respond to this.
All I gotta say is, Stranger Things, if you want attention, you definitely got it because Tupac is definitely in the game. I don't know how in the game.
It's not on Spotify. I've looked on, unless they literally just put it up.
We probably got to double check again because I was like, I don't think it's
doing that right now.
But also, like I said before, but we do got a release date for Stranger Than Heaven. It is January 15th of next year. So again, they're all avoiding the GTA 6 bubble. But speaking of surprises, Street Fighter 6 has a surprise, and
Stranger Than Heaven is still only cover artists.
I figured. So I give this one to Joe because again, Street Fighter 6 did their year 4 announcement, and I'll give it to him. He called this one.
I'm gonna have some words after this because I am elated about this.
Okay.
Not the thing. I'm elated about the whole season.
Already entering year 4, but I can sense that we already have new challengers on the horizon. Fascinating.
All right, so go ahead and pause there. That way we can talk about this. I am over the moon for this.
Okay.
Mostly because suck it, everybody who wants to have returning characters on a constant basis. You guys can just go get dunked on. I'm so tired of seeing Vega, Balrog, and everyone constantly crying for Fei Long, even though no one ever uses him because he's always a mid to low tier character every time he comes out. Yes, he's Bruce Lee. Hooray. Give me a Jackie Chan character instead. Wait, we have that in Tekken, and he's not there either. So let's look at this. We have Yasmin, who is the first ever Filipino fighter in Street Fighter. She is using I had to ask Filipino friends about this, a karambit.
Yeah, karambit.
A reverse-handled hooked dagger.
Mm-hmm.
No idea what Arjun is. I saw him spit fire, and I believe he may also be a yoga practitioner or some sort of like something from India. I don't know what he is, but we also saw him breathe fire, so he may be from a different area of India, from Dalsim. We got Bosch doing his own thing. I don't know what his move list is, so that's going to be interesting. We got Tifa, which is fine. We'll get to Tifa in a moment. This is pretty much Southeast Asia, or South Asia, the season. I am over the moon for this. Okay. Mostly again, and I'm going to repeat myself because there's no goddamn returning characters. We get two brand new characters, a guest character, and we get a playable Bosch, who is also technically a new character for Street Fighter you can control. So we get 3 new characters and a guest character.
So hold up before you keep going. People were complaining about not getting returning characters, even though...
Oh, yeah, because they want Vega. They want Balrog, even though they would be in their 60s. Balrog, we see, is retired.
If you want them that bad, go to the damn movies.
I was like, Balrog was in 5. So in 5, he was an older fighter. So
he's even older now because he was the one raising Ed. Hell, we see where Dudley is. Dudley's broke ass, and I mean that literally. Dudley's so broke now he is a barbershop owner cutting Balrog's hair.
Damn. But okay. I was wondering who's going to complain because I'm with you. It's new fighters.
They really want to be, because I think the leaked DLC list was Balrog, Vega, Makoto, and Tifa.
Because I'm like, I like the fact of new fighters to me, but
which I will say, kid.
But also Tifa, you Final Fantasy fans are gonna go nuts.
Oh yeah.
Which respectively, I can understand them.
Oh yeah, they're having a ball today. They are absolutely. What happened after this? I was like, go ahead. I already know. Go ahead. Go from here and segue to the next thing. I don't know why y'all are leaving the stage. Like you don't have other things to talk about.
In all honesty, I'm actually more excited for Yasmin than I am Tifa.
No, that's understandable because Yasmin's a brand new character, and Tifa's always been the suggestion to be in Street Fighter. So
I mean, we know Tifa's critical art is just going to be my final heaven, which is fine. I'm great with that, and she's going to be able to do a lot of great things because I'm pretty sure she's going to be a Rushdown character. I want to know what Arjun and Yasmin do, and I want to know what Bosch's actual move list is.
What if Arjun is Dasim's rival?
Oh, I'd be down with that, and I bet didn't in story mode, doesn't Bosch also have like a rage mode or kind of like Nikali for like a hot minute? Wouldn't know. No, so like the person I am most excited for is Yasmin, like hands down.
Yeah.
Just because I have a lot of Filipino friends, I've already messaged them this picture and whatnot. It's like they gave you guys somebody, so we have a Filipino fighter over in Tekken. We finally have a Filipino fighter over in Street Fighter. I am just really happy we get Southeast Asian representation. Yeah. I would love for them to us to get a Malaysian character too. Would be fantastic. I don't know what Bosch identifies that nationality-wise. I wonder if he's supposedly Tibetan or Mongolian. I just don't know, but
I'll lean on your guess for that because that.
I don't know. I'm not going to make any guesses because I don't want to guess wrong. I'm just really, really excited. This is like literally the best outcome for me. I will probably buy the Ultimate Pass
But they also said that they're working like materia and stuff into Tifa's game.
Yeah, they said that. I want to know what they're doing. I wonder,
because I know she has the ability. Usually, her skill set is not assess, but she usually has the steel materia people usually equip her with, which gives you the enemy skill. She usually people usually give her the enemy skill ability, or I think the game does, and she can learn a lot of the enemies like special techniques. So I'm curious if she gets like an energy skill materia that makes her into like a mimic of whoever she's fighting.
I usually, when I was playing the first 2 games, I stuck Arrow and Bio on her and just made her Air Fist and Poison Fist a lot.
So to beat, that's a common one, but to beat the hard mode for remake, when you have to fight the 3 ghosts at the end, apparently the skill was to give her self-destruct and lure all, because they'll just hone in on whoever your character you're playing as. Self-destruct, use Tifa, and then making sure you have your ability to, I think you have 1 HP, do self-destruct twice, and then just try to take them all out. And then apparently, when I tried it, they updated the game, so they don't do that anymore. So, like, you would get 3, and then 1 would always run away. And I'm just like, well, this feels like y'all updated everything except, like, the balance in here. This is just unfair.
Yeah. Well, like Joe said, year 4 passes are out. So again, these are the characters you're going to get for year 4. You can get the standard pass or the ultimate pass. No prices, I don't think, of the passes are yet. Although, then again, I'm not looking at the Capcom site. But I'm with Joe on this one.
I will do that right now.
Joe can look it up right now. But I got no problem with this. I always say new fighters, new experiences. As a Final Fantasy fan, happy to see Tifa, but I'm also happy to see new representations of fighters that are out there. Although I still say Arjun is pretty much going to be the anti-Dawson, but again, we'll find out. But
you know who he reminds me of? Who was a Dawson character? That dude from Street Fighter EX, Darbin or something.
The big guy.
Yeah, the Indian wrestler that was like always lifting like the dumbbells and whatnot.
Yeah, I thought he was his rival to a certain extent, but I could be wrong about that. But yeah, again, Street Fighter 6 year 4 looks great. Can't knock it. I'm gonna throw this one also to Joe as well, because he can talk about Alien Isolation 2. I truly believe in the fact of, if you're gonna fight Alien, give me a fighting chance. But for those that like stealth and getting the crap, getting things scared out of you,
Season 6 pass.
Or
year 4 pass is $20.99 standard, or $45.99 for ultimate.
Oh, that's not bad. That really ain't bad for ultimate. Under $50. I thought it was gonna be higher, but then again,
there we go. So Yasmin's coming like super fast. Like Yasmin's like within later this month or next month.
Yeah, a lot of full season material we got this weekend, or this week really, and I'm happy for that.
So Tifa's actually number 3. So it's going Yasmin summer 2026, Arjun autumn 2026, Tifa early 2027, and Bosch is the final character.
I wouldn't be
Tifa out like as soon as probably
right before
in the same window as
Revelation. Yeah, that makes sense, because people will probably buy the game just for Tifa.
That is a fair point. So, dang, they are really time to start getting a second job. Anyway, Alien Isolation 2. We actually got a clip of this one as well, and I'm gonna throw this one to Joe because I don't like hiding from aliens. I'd rather fight them and die horribly. But anyway, here's the trailer.
You can do that. You can absolutely do that. You can run right at them and die horribly.
This whole game going to be in Japanese?
No, there's just a Japanese person from Wayland.
Okay.
Because now Amanda's on a planet as opposed to in space. That means that ship that picked her up was a company ship.
Do you understand? Yes. I understand.
Yeah, once we got here, I was like, this is definitely Isolation 2.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm kind of surprised we didn't get an Aliens Fireteam Elite 2 trailer.
I think didn't they just get one not too long ago?
Well, yeah, but they're saying it's supposed to come like within the next couple months.
I mean, we got the Xbox thing tomorrow, so maybe. AI too. How dare you?
I mean, right?
And I cannot wait. I'm gonna have so much fun.
Yeah, apparently you're getting dropped off like on or crash landing on a colony this time.
Yeah. So I'm
a bigger playground for the Xenomorph.
Yeah. So Joe, I know you played the first one. So thoughts on what they're showing from 2 so far?
I get to be on a colony world that's infested with Xenos. That's about as much as I know. But I'm not going to be able to fight it. I'm going to have to run from it, and I'm going to have to hide from it. Hopefully not in the woods, because that would be terrifying.
Although at the same time, the fact that when you're playing isolation, your mic does get picked up by the Xenomorphs.
No, I turned that off.
See, some people would say you're cheating.
No, some people would understand that I live in the apartments.
This is also true.
That is also true, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this for overall, Sega came out the gate swinging on this show. Because
they really did.
Like, we did get a Sonic update, but people were
we need to show that. I got it. Me and Tafari have to talk about that.
Okay,
wait for which thing?
The Sonic
Crossworld Racing.
Yeah, but that happened. But I just saw people on Twitter was like, "Are we getting a new game?" And folks like, "Y'all know," because Sega was like, "See you on Friday," because it was Sega's birthday this week. So Jeff was like, "Happy birthday! See y'all on Friday." And folks like, "Hey, y'all know Sega owns more than just one IP, right?" Like, the game. They were only hyping up the Game Awards and showing nothing because Sega Japan distributes Expedition 33. So all the wins that Sega got, or all the wins that Expedition 33 got, were also wins for Sega. That's why they were like, they tweeted, "Hey, be sure to watch the Game Awards to see something special." And it's just them getting like team participation trophies. But yeah, Crossworlds Season 2, which Paramount coming over to play once again, and a lot of unexpected people as well. I might actually buy these DLCs because I didn't purchase any of the last ones.
Do we have the trailer for it?
Yeah, right here. I'm letting you guys run through it. I got it ready. But yeah, here's the trailer for Sonic Crossworld's latest DLC.
Yeah, Season 2.
Rated E for everyone.
Because he's just not in enough things. Now he's in this.
Well, they're coming to him, so. Yeah, so we got the Mutant Mayhem kids, the older avatars. The stage designs look crazy though. I'm actually excited for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the City Escape or
Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla. Yeah, just like the same one at the comic.
This is wild.
Yeah, man. Evangelion was not expected. Yeah, I didn't know the indie game gives me what was the game that everyone was playing for like Chained Together?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Evangelion, Godzilla, which the new Godzilla, the cover they have for the new Godzilla Sonic actually looks crazy because he's literally just walking down a giant lizard. But yeah, I'm loving that the Paramount current Turtles aren't getting pushed out. We're getting an older Aang and Katara, and it looks like this level changes depending on, I guess, the gate and the element.
Yeah,
and this is, I think, is either City Escape or straight up Japan. I couldn't tell. Yeah, Godzilla. Well, I'm so curious what made them pick Evangelion.
I got questions. I
think it's an anniversary year for them. Because even Beyblade's getting Evangelion stuff.
Are they really?
Yep.
All right, move out the way, Ultraman. Time for another robot to get their chance.
Right.
Yeah, you get like a three-person set. You get Asuka, Rey, and Shinji colored Beyblades. One's orange, one's red, one's purple.
Gotcha. Well, I know, like I said, Tafari, you're usually the Cross Worlds person on this one, so you said this might entice you to get year 2?
I mean, yeah, just because the other ones have been like, it's been like cutesy and fun, but nothing I really wanted. But Avatar, because I really like Mutant Mayhem, even to the point where part of the reason I went to the SpongeBob movie with my family was to see the Chrome Alone short that they had beforehand, and then Tales of the TMNT is great. So, and I know they're potentially about to reboot the Turtles again after the second movie. So at least those kids and those models get to live in perpetuity in this game. Clearly, this was supposed to be our only other look at older Aang and Katara. Had the whole movie not got leaked recently. And then, yeah, I just was not expecting Godzilla followed by Evangelion in there. Especially old school Godzilla, too. Like, they took the same one that they fought in the comic is the one that they're bringing in here, which is clearly specific.
I think it's the Millennium Godzilla.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I would say so, but it's interesting. I will say that I was looking for a release date on this one, but I couldn't find anything. But Tafari, did you have anything on your side for year 2?
No, that's pretty much it. I think we're getting a good look at some stuff. What is it? One friend of mine had another photo because I think he got into the. By the way, thank you to everybody who sent me the Sega Creator Program. I'm pretty sure I'm not getting in there. They announced everyone like overnight, and I did not. I haven't heard shit in 3 days. But yeah, they got Godzilla. Pack 1, Evangelion will be Pack 2, and then we're getting a Pack 3, 4, 5, and 6 as far as I think maps. So a lot more stages coming this time. And yeah, so we got all 4 turtles, we got older Aang and Katara, but that's it. I think this is just kind of a 35th anniversary overview as far as like when stuff is coming. It's gonna be like in the next year or so, probably.
Gotcha. Well, with that also being said, I know we're kind of hopping back and forth between State of Play. I kind of forgot about this, but thank you for reminding me about Marvel. Tokon Fighting Souls did get a new update for the Knights of Doom, so we are seeing new characters being added to the fight, to the already ever-growing fight library. If you haven't seen the trailer, here it is.
Prepare to face the supreme master of the pugilistic art, the Duke of Get Your Dukes Up, Mr. Champion!
Actions are worth more than any word.
And the greatest action is to fight.
You have
It bothers me he looks like that.
You've defeated whole worlds.
The fact they got Doom scarring underneath the.
Let me show you why you should lead.
Think you're a genius, Doom?
Your works are mere trinkets. My genius is endless.
And now
His current comic is Doom, but Quantum Leap.
Promises, Doom, and those promises shall be kept. This violence will solve nothing, Eric. My dearest Roro, mutant kind shall rise, and I will be the one to lead the way.
Yeah, the fact Steve Bloom is playing comic version Goblin.
You're holding a grudge.
Currency, huh? Time to stop laughing, Gobby. Let all your guts bump the way. What?
I'm gonna kill Spider-Man.
Right, Carnage looks straight out of this old Sega games.
Yeah.
Moment has come. Attack!
No mercy.
Let me do it. I'll slice you up. Don't be greedy. He's mine.
Knights of Doom.
Isn't Steve Bloom Goblin in like Spider-Man and Friends or Marvel superheroes or something?
If this is him reprising the role, it's news to me. A symbiote shark is crazy. But also the fact that Doom can get Magneto to serve underneath him is also a feat.
That is also right about that. Well, that was the Knights of Doom. As you can see, are being added to Tokon Fighting Souls. It still has a release date of August 6th coming. So again, not too far off. And I did stop at midway because, well, not midway, almost at the end, because not only you've seen the pre-order there, but there is still one team left to assemble.
Yes,
we don't know.
So to answer the question earlier, yes, Steve Blum didn't do the voice work of Green Goblin in the best Spider-Man cartoon known to man, Spectacular Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah, I just looked it up.
Okay,
not Kira.
Yeah, I knew she was. I knew she was summoned.
That was a nasty finish though. 1 point with like 1 point with like 7 seconds left.
Yeah, I knew her NYC loving behind would show up somewhere, but still love you. But I hate
Spectacular Spider-Man is the one that ended on like a season 1 cliffhanger, right? Where like
Correct.
Norman, I heard that was. I've heard people say that's like the best one.
It is. So it ran in conjunction briefly with Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and then when Ultimate Spider-Man took over, and then they made the switch from Earth's Mightiest Heroes to Marvel's Avengers.
Which I've heard. I've heard that whole era. I've heard Spectacular, Earth's Mightiest Heroes were fantastic. And then the Disney sweep came in and just made it all super childish.
Oh, it was god awful. I will say to their credit, though, the later seasons of Marvel's Avengers got better, and the midway season 2 of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxies was much better because they moved slightly away from the Whedonism like snark talk between each other and started tackling more stories. Ultimate Spider-Man was just straight trash all the way through.
See, I didn't mind Ultimate Spider-Man. I think Drake Bell did an okay job. But
it's not that the voicing was bad. It's just the constant fourth wall breaking, can't take anything serious. We're having to really, really do the redux of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
See, I didn't mind the less serious nature of it, but once they were like, hey, a spider cycle, I'm like, we're just trying to sell fucking toys. Why does he have a motorcycle? We are just trying to sell toys. And honestly, I like the idea of a young White Tiger Luke, because I love team-ups. So the idea of a teenage White Tiger, Luke Cage, and Nova. However, once we just threw them all away to create, like, to be the testing ground for Spider-Verse, I was like, all right, like, what are we? And it's like, oh, the Web Warriors. I'm like, like, they were all living in Aunt May's house at one point. What are we doing here? Now, then Mary Jane gets a spider, and then Flash Thompson gets a spider, and then and then Peter just quits high school at one point with that explanation.
That's a fair point.
To go start Shield Academy, which I'm like, did you graduate or are we just done?
But
hey, Laney.
Hey, Laney.
Oh, it's a fair point. I know all the NYC fans are coming out. We still love y'all. I just
look, be nice. It's Ghostbuster week. It's Ghostbuster Day coming up on June 8th. I got friends over in NYC right now.
I still hate the Knicks.
Make sure they're sober enough to participate.
That being said, we do have another fighting game before we get into other news as well. This one was also a surprise. We did not expect to hear anything from Vitrtua Fighter, but apparently they decided to take the Street Fighter route. You know what I mean? Because the new game that we're getting very soon is called Vitrtua Fighter Crossroads.
Sleeping Dogs remake. I legit thought this was a Sleeping Dogs remake initially.
I don't blame you.
Are we talking about your ex? Hey, I've got an idea for you.
Hey, it's Yellow. Bet you're hungry after this morning, huh? Same as usual?
Your sister's really taking this whole job thing seriously, huh, Divina?
I know. They really weren't kidding about this being a fighting town.
We're all fuck-ups. Otherwise, we wouldn't be living in Villa Sapara.
Okay. Depression.
Kill them all.
Hey, it's me.
There he is.
Shit.
Yeah, this is what I was like. Is this still a fighting game? I wasn't expecting like these run sections or like the group battle stuff.
Yeah, this is where it's like this is just so we're getting Sleeping Dogs. We're getting a Sleeping Dogs remake or something. Or a sequel. And then surprising us, this is just basically Shenmue 3. No one's telling us.
Take it easy.
And just like Chun-Li, Kai became Auntie.
Sue?
You play the part of a fighter, but you are lacking in kung fu.
Rise over the cries, city of blood, sweat, and survivors. Lives rolling like dice. Once you're inside, there's no surrender.
Yeah, I'm curious if this plays out like if this is still going to be a like 1-to-1 fight. Oh, there's more. Never mind.
Oh yeah, there's more. My bad.
Pai Chan.
Who's Pai Chan?
What?
Yeah, I'm curious if this is still going to play like a typical 1v1 fighter, or if it's all going to be like Sleeping Dogs with group fighting.
Well, that's
a showcase for it later.
There's a showcase for it literally the day before the Xbox. There's a day before the Xbox dev. So technically it's Saturday. So actually, let's see, June 5th, 8 p.m., and then there's June 6th. So technically the showcase has already happened.
I would say in 10 minutes, or is it happening right now?
I want to say, because I'm kind of overloaded on screens, it may have happened already. If I'm right.
It was at 7 p.m., so we can go back and look at that.
7 p.m., it's already dead and gone. But it's fine. Because I really wanted to wait till we actually saw some more to actually see some gameplay. Don't get me wrong, I like the whole idea of Vitrtua Fighter taking the kind of Street Fighter route, kind of still doing their own thing, because it feels more open world, which again, I'm not knocking it. But Vitrtua Fighter, like I've been saying, it does need to make a comeback. I'm not knocking back the fact that I'm seeing Pai again. I can't wait to see Jack and the other ones, and see where they may be if they do appear in this game. But outside of that, I'm not complaining. I was kind of curious to see what they're going to do with this project, and now we know that sometime in 2027, because everybody is avoiding the GTA 6 ghosts, I guess. But no, it definitely looks good. I got nothing else I can say about the fact that it just looks freaking good. But
it is already up on YouTube. It is 30 minutes.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. That's going to be a comeback to moment, but no, I'm satisfied with that. That actually makes me happy, as my camera froze and I just noticed it. That makes me happy, so I'm not knocking that. But also things that make other people happy as well, because I know because I'm not gonna get Final Fantasy VII yet. I did want to tackle The Wolf Among Us. I've never played it. Tafara, I know you played 1 and 2. You played 1, right?
I've played the Walking Dead stuff. I've never played A Wolf Among Us, but I didn't think we were getting a sequel. I thought that game was dead along with Telltale as a company.
Right. But apparently, not only are we getting 1, we're actually getting a remake too. But
I have the entirety of Fables down on the bottom shelf.
See, and Joe's played Fable. But for everybody else that hasn't seen it, here it is for The Wolf Among Us Part 2.
Homicide. 6 total so far. Each case, husband and wife found shredded. People are dying. Some monster is out there. Word around the precinct is you're the guy to call.
Not Dorothy in the...
Dorothy is a horrible cold-blooded killer in Fables.
Well, I saw the Tin Man and the Cowardly Lion.
The reason I'm here.
She's a detective.
I mean, if you think about it, Dorothy
Tin Man.
Dorothy did take a hit contract in the original Wizard of Oz movie.
I'm so curious.
I just want to know if this takes place before, during, or after Fables, because like Big B's like life is fundamentally different depending on where this is. We know the original Wolf Among Us is before Fables, but
I'll take your.
A lot happens to that man in Fables.
I was gonna say I'm gonna take your word for it because that to me is unfamiliar territory. But now I realize I'm gonna go back.
I thought this whole franchise took place after all of their stories have basically happened.
It did. What I'm saying is, and spoiler for the comic book, if you guys don't mind.
There's a comic book of this.
Yeah, but go ahead, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah. So spoiler for this, if you guys don't mind. Do you guys mind?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So depending, like I said, this really does depend on where this takes place because like midway through Fables, he is married to Snow White and has like 9 kids with her.
Holy crap.
In fact, that's one of the biggest jokes about it because she's like, when she finds out she's pregnant, she's like, yeah, you're having 9, a litter. I'm having a litter with this man.
Damn.
And one of them, because of the way what Bigby is, he's the son of the North Wind. So one of his kids is literally a Zephyr.
Ha!
They love him to death. They don't understand what he is initially, and it's a thing. But like, wonderful and horrible things happen to this poor family, including some of the kids. But I will not spoil that much. But yeah, like I want to know where this takes place because of what goes along with Big B's life over the course of the books.
Yeah, and I was actually happy that they did this too, because this has been part of the problem with Telltale games dropping too far apart is there's a whole console generation and you can't move your save file.
Well, are you familiar with that old NBC, ABC, CBS series Ever After?
Yeah, Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time. So Once Upon a Time was initially going to be Fables, and that's why season 1 is like that. And then the contract fell through to continue it, and that's why I jumped to Disney stuff.
Okay.
All right. So with the Wolf Among Us, we are getting the first one remastered as well. We can just go ahead and play it.
So good.
Which, again, I made the mistake. I'm going to be honest. I never played the first one. So now I realize I'm going to have to go back because I did not realize it was that good. That's on me. But yeah, Telltale games are, I should, you know what? I really should, because Telltale games did have a successful track record. So I'm just curious. Like I said, I need to go back and play the first one because I'm pretty sure the first one is either on Game Pass or it's on PlayStation Network somewhere. But again, we are getting a remastered version right along with 2, and it looks like you are going to be able to get it this year, holiday 2026. So again, not all bad in that situation, but yeah,
that works because the problem that was part of the problem with the 3rd season of The Walking Dead. It came out on Xbox One, but the first 2 were on 360. So when you loaded up the game, they just had you pick like 10 choices in the
beginning. The Mass Effect thing. If you didn't play Mass Effect 1, when you played Mass Effect 2 on a different console, you just had to pick things like, did you kill Rex?
Yeah, it was like, did you go here or did you stay? Did you shoot did you pick this person or that person? When you picked this person, did you shoot them or did you forgive? Like, you just had to do a bunch of instant selects, and that made up. But with this, the remaster, and I get it, this is the way to sell it. If you at least get the remaster and it's like, hey, do you have the remaster save data? Cool, we'll carry that over in the season. That's fair. I'll pay for a remaster if it means 1, better visuals, and 2, I can jump into 2 easier and not have to worry about auto selecting shit.
Fair. Well, before we get into the Final Fantasy news, we got to cover Among Us. We are getting a new game, and I did not know we're getting a new television series.
I've been waiting on the series for the longest because I remember Phil Lamar and a couple other people announcing they were in it, and then it was just hush. So literally when they're like, oh, Among Us, and there was like a new game, I'm like, where's the damn TV show?
Fair enough.
I was really excited initially, and then I realized this was not the Blade video game. Then lost all interest.
Once they brought up vampires, I was like, yeah, we're not getting it.
No, I knew that, but like the moment I realized it was not the Blade video game, I just immediately lost interest.
Among Us have been hard at work on a new project.
So we're not getting that or the Cat Black
Today
Panther
we're
game.
revealing it for the first time.
Yeah, where is that? Apparently, this show is now out on.
Yeah, the whole season is apparently on Paramount Plus right now.
Oh, Paramount? Oh, hell yeah, I can go watch that.
And the first episode is on YouTube for free. Also, I didn't realize that was like a full 3D screen they got up there.
Nicole Brown and Liv Houston.
Also, who was the guy that had to just run out there and just face plant? What do I do? Just go out there and lay down.
Hey!
And how do I get up? We'll figure that part out later.
We're excited about the future of Among Us. As crew members ourselves, our task is sharing even more good news about the animated series.
Yvette?
Uh-huh.
Look, I know fans have been dying for updates, but there's a dead body right there. And the imposter could be any one of us. I think this calls for an emergency meeting.
So you'd rather call a meeting than complete our task? That's suspicious. I'll have to report this to Mira HQ.
No, I mean, I don't think there's any need.
Take it up with admin. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Get hyped for chaos, betrayal, and more in the Among Us series. Enjoy.
Emergency meeting. Crewmates, our fellow mates of crew, have perished. They would have
Why are you talking so weird?
Let me
but I just don't understand why you.
Cause of death, acute ripping off of the face. One dead crewmate, that's an oopsie. 3 makes it a murder mystery.
Any one of us could be the killer.
Was it you?
Whoever smelt it dealt it. If only there was someone who could take charge. Wow, that was a lot of screaming. Green, blue, orange, purple, white, brown, yellow, lime, cyan, black, and I'm red, the hot one. What's back there?
Oh, wow.
Really?
We have to kill the imposter. We're so happy to have you among us. Or is it amongst us? I always forget.
Yeah, now streaming.
Yep. So I'm not mad about that one. I like them both. It's been a while since I played Among Us, but I did not realize we were getting a series, though. That was definitely new to me.
It's been in the wind for so long. Also, damn, Deborah Wilson, what aren't you in this week?
Hey, what look, booked and busy. Booked and freaking busy.
Also, Phil Lamar is playing Brown. Who came up with that decision? That's
I got so many freaking questions, but
and then Yvette Nicole Brown. So solid cast. And I think it's maybe 10 episodes. But yeah, episode 1 is free on YouTube right now.
Mhm.
The rest are on Paramount Plus. If you haven't, you can go check that out.
Fair enough.
But again, a lot of things I thought were in the grave and fully gave up on came out during this Summer Game Fest. So happy for it.
Yep. So we do have to get the other animal in the room because, again, whenever it comes to Final Fantasy VII, I'm going to be honest, I was nervous that we're going to see anything, but we did get something, and it is a lot more than we bargained for. No, we don't have a release date. You're still going to see this in 2027, but this is what we get to look forward to.
Yeah, once they brought out Tifa for Final Street Fighter, I was like, there's no way y'all are just going to end on that.
Guided by calamity.
But even when he was like, "Oh, we got one more final thing," I was like, "Jeff, you got a habit of fucking up a finale, man. I don't trust you."
With will, a star fell.
A meteor called forth to bring ruin to all.
In a world.
Right. I'm like, why are we doing the movie?
Well, I mean, he did do all the announcements, so it's only fair, but still.
Threat. Now, hope endures in those.
Usually it's been like a narration from someone else, I think, in the game, though. I think it's usually like Aerith telling the story or someone.
World's in trouble.
But also, I do like that we're getting the high wind. I like that the high
Yes.
wind is officially a factor. And we're basically Legend of Zelda dropping into everybody off the battle bus. And
I immediately like that Vince is like, I don't even think I need this parachute. I really can't die.
And I'm so glad he's a part. I'm so glad he's a party member now.
I'll make this quick.
I need to go back and finish this game.
Also, Sid with the dragon.
I can do this. I'll make
I want to know what the hell this costume is she's got.
I said the same thing. I was like, who designed this? You knew exactly what you were doing.
Oh my, is that a weapon I see?
Those buckles better be made of mithril.
These things don't distinguish between friend and foe.
Save the planet by killing her protectors. Let us put your faith to the test, Cloud.
And you know what? That works.
Never would have made it this far without you guys. And I won't let you down. I promise.
At last, the promise is fulfilled. The journey ends here.
I like how they call them episodes like they're not 80-hour adventures apiece.
Right. No, it's exactly what it is.
And apparently, if you, because I went to the theater event for the last game's release, apparently Advent Children is canon to this story as well. Like something like they said, Advent Children is important to the overall plot of these three films.
Yeah,
Well,
because go ahead, Joe.
This technically takes place after Advent Children, because remember, this is kind of a requel where Sephiroth
This is
tries to
Sephiroth.
come back through Advent Children, fails. Now this is his newest plan to get what he wants.
I think that's kind of what the last game's ending was showing us, which, I think it's kind of what they were showing us at the end of the last game, which gave us no explanations whatsoever. The YouTube theorist got that one. He's just making infinite attempts to try and come back post his original defeat in the original PS1 game.
True.
All the three of the Advent Children guys got monster form appearances in the finale, in the final fight of episode 1.
Yeah, I need to play that DLC. I never played the.
It wasn't DLC. Like the three creatures you fight before Sephiroth in the final thing are supposedly Gaz, Yuzu, and Law.
Oh, okay. Because in the Intergrade DLC, those guys actually show up, I guess, in part of Yuffie's story. And I just never paid the extra couple bucks for it. So they are.
Those guys are the ones you fight in the final fight.
Okay, that explains why there's three of them. Because it's even in that ending fight, time is displacing because you start seeing bits and pieces of Advent Children in there. It's like, what are we seeing? It's like a future that might come true if we don't win here. So I think he pulled potentially those forms from the time stream, but those guys are currently, I believe, all three alive as humans in the current world that we're in, which I'm curious to see if they come through it all in here.
I think they will, just because this one's supposed to be it's supposed to be the end all story. So I think they are going to wrap up a few strings here. I'm just curious to see how they're going to go about it. But hey, I'm just happy I can get to fly the high wind. That's all I wanted.
The high wind is going to make traveling so much easier.
Oh yeah. So again, 2027, we're looking forward to it. Nothing more needs to be said out there outside of the fact you can finally play as Vincent and Sid, which is what I wanted the whole doggone time. But
I didn't know Sid was that good of a party member. I'm just like, with Aerith gone, who takes over as my white mage? Because that was my healer for 2 games.
Oh, Sid was my tank. Well, he still is my tank in 7.
Also, Ruby weapon. That's gonna be fun.
nightmares.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the weapon boss fights go, because clearly it seems like they got some like mini bosses, but as far as the actual weapons, I am so curious how we handle those large scale fights and just how this goes overall.
We never did fight the emerald weapon, did we? It was ruby, ruby, diamond, and platinum.
Yep, we never fought Sapphire.
Wasn't that the one who got blasted by the cannon?
I'm sorry, Emerald. That's the one.
Wasn't that the one who got blasted by the cannon?
Yeah. Well, Emerald's the one that fights that he gets hit with the Judon cannon. Yeah. So that's it. But next year needs to hurry up fast enough. But anyway, we did start off this idea with great intentions. We actually had well over 24 trailers for this show, but to keep it, within the time constraints, we are going to leave with this last one. I did not realize this was a Gundam game. I'm not going to lie. The first time it popped up, I thought it was Armored Core, but this is called Gundam Rogue Orbit, and it actually looks pretty freaking good.
I want to know what era this takes place in, because that's gonna explain a lot.
Yeah, once I saw the head case, I was like, this is definitely a Gundam game.
Same.
Yeah. You and me both.
I just want to know what era, what universe of Gundam this takes place in.
On Earth, mankind measured time by seasons, not sirens. For a moment, the future felt promising.
They're inside! They're inside!
Out here, that promise is a lie.
Yeah, that's a mobile armor.
Yeah. And
That's a gem.
Yeah, that's cannon fodder. It was the kaijus that was throwing me off. I'm like, is this a Gundam game or no?
You're our last hope.
This could be set in the Gundam Seed universe because they do have mobile suits that are based around that design.
All right, I was like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's Zoids, because what's with the animals?
Oh, I would. Yeah, that looks like Bawus from Gundam Seed, but like I said, they would literally have to tell me what era this is. Or is this like just a new Gundam era altogether?
I feel like it's got to be.
And we get to create a character.
Find me.
Also Haro. Yeah, but we get like a create a character.
Okay, is that where the face is covered? Or no, there he is right there.
Well, that's probably just generic, the generic face, because I guarantee he's going to look like Amuro.
The more I look at this, the more I think it's the same. It's the same universe. It's the same timeline as the Strike Freedom Gundam.
It's a Gundam Seed.
Yeah. The more I look at, the more I think it's going to be in that timeline.
I mean, I'm not saying no, but like, this could just be like a whole new era for Gundam. This could be a whole new universe specifically for the game. I wouldn't rule that out either.
That's true. Either way, I'm just happy we're getting another Gundam game. So this looks like it will. Well, so far it says a PS5. So, with the whole idea of exclusives, it might be exclusive, it might not. But it is coming out on 2027, so you can go ahead and wishlist this now. But overall, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. But I know I said that was our last one. We'll throw one more in there just because this one is very interesting. And Joe, I want your opinion on this one. I don't know.
This is another one I've been waiting for, because we talked about it like a year ago at this same show. Mm-hmm. And halfway through the trailer, I'm like, this is definitely that same game that didn't have a title last year, but just based on who's making it, they were like, here's this tech demo, I guess, so far.
Yeah. So either way, this was Gen Atlas for all those that don't know. And if you didn't watch it, here it goes.
I have no idea what the hell you guys are talking about.
So do you remember the game last year was literally called like Untitled Xbox Project, and it was the guy.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy was climbing the robot before like a tidal wave or something came through.
Oh, okay.
This, which Ico, it already lets me know what we're getting with Ico and Shadow the Colossus, and the Last Guardian, which I'm curious if this connects to those at all.
You know what I'm surprised didn't show up at the thing? At the game, whatchamacallit, Summer Games Fest?
What?
That Naughty Dog game, Intergalactic.
Oh, yeah. So I wonder what happened. Did we lose a bunch of robot gods and we're reassembling?
I'm sorry. Are we saying this is just an effing headmaster?
We're flying around in the
Gurren Lagann?
The place from Guardians 3. Okay. Or the head that they're in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And we have cannon fodder to shoot at, so okay, there are giant robot fights. And we are
giant robot climbs.
Strategy planning, possibly.
T posing for dominance.
I am so curious. Gen Atlas.
But is this? Nope, it will be on PS5, so that means this will get streamed.
I'm so curious because those games always throw you in with like no explanation and no info. It's like literally figure it out for yourself. I know a lot of people say Ico is technically possibly a sequel to Shadow of the Colossus. And The Last Guardian, I think, takes place after both. I didn't actually see too much of it. I'm curious where this is because clearly it's like a hyper futuristic place post all of them.
Well, supposedly. Sorry for interrupting, Will.
Go ahead.
All the Titans are robots. All the Titans are mechs from this.
Which I can also see that as well, but yes, to answer Safari's question though, this does kind of fall into that same timeline, I guess. Because I was trying to find a little bit more into this, but no, it does look great. I'm glad it's not an exclusive because it needs to be played everywhere. And at the same time, all I can sit there and say is the whole time you just basically gave us another Shadow of the Colossus, but I'm not complaining because it was mechs. But to also answer your question, guys, about Naughty Dog, Intergalactic Hunters, the Zero Dawn Hunters Gathering, and I think there was one other game that was also not mentioned as well, were all absent as Naughty Dog has said these games are in progress, but nothing to show at this point. Look forward to the Video Game Awards. So we probably won't see anything from Naughty Dog until probably sometime closer to the holidays. That was their official statement. But overall,
I like the mystery. I like that I'm confused. I like that I have no idea what the hell's going on. And so far it has worked for 3 going on 4 games. The fact that there's like large scale battles as well as cannon fodder as well as kaiju fights and it seems like they're merging the last 3 games and like their best mechanics together. So I'm curious to see what this turns into.
Same. I'm the same way. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it right here, guys. Like I said, we had over 24 trailers that we thought were great. There were really over 50 trailers that were actually played during Summer Games Fest. And we are going to get to them. We're not going to throw them to the wayside. Why? Because we always have another weekend. So expect us to go over this. The other games that we didn't go over, as well as the Xbox dev, which we will definitely cover, which is happening Sunday. We will actually cover the following Friday. So definitely still stick with us. But yeah, we do want to thank you guys for sticking with us, for liking, for sharing, for letting people know this is live. Before we do get out of here, shameless plugging as we always do. I start with the man, the myth, the legend. Tafari, sir, will tell people what you're up to and what you're doing.
Yeah, you can catch me on all platforms underneath this name. Skits still going on, brought back story times for the month of June, and some ridiculous shenanigans I found myself in high school. Also recovering from a cold, so yeah, that's also that. So currently feel better since I think my appetite is back and my stomach is touching my damn back. So gonna go eat after this. But yeah, we had a lot more stuff we wanted to cover. I did stay for Day of the Dev, so probably get to a lot of that next Friday. Gaming channel is still going. We are done with Assassin's Creed 4. Kenway is a fraud and a deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
Let's see. Because how the hell do you go back to high society after being just an open pirate for like 5 years? Probably going to be replacing Assassin's Creed with Bleach Shattered Blade on the Wii, since Bleach is making a comeback this month. I can do the game in one sitting. I think I'm going to spread it out just to kind of have fun with it up until the release. Also, just short form content all over on the main YouTube channel as well as the gaming channel. Trying to get my own reactions and stuff timed and cut for this. So stay tuned to both pages. You will see a lot more of me, especially as more of this news keeps coming out. So other than that, please keep checking out clips over here. Apparently we got 5 new people since last week. So yeah, appreciate y'all getting us on the road to 100.
Yep. Thank you kindly, sir. And of course, the birthday man himself, a little 1 year older, and yet, you know, still not saying he's old. Joe, let people know what you're up to, where they can find you, sir.
What are you talking about? This is the last time this is the last year I get to say I'm in my early 40s. When I turn 44, I got to start saying I'm in my mid 40s.
You're as young as you feel. You are young as you feel, sir.
Okay, so I'm 80? Is that what you're telling me now?
Hey, you said it, not me.
With my knees, I can. I just got finished streaming South of Midnight over on YouTube, over on Total Justice Gaming. I will be either picking up the newest Atlayer game because I really enjoy those, or we will be streaming Starbites, which is that mech RPG that came out that's apparently not that long, so maybe it will be Starbites. Either way, it's just going to be fun there. Other than that, I'll be at Middle Tennessee Gaming there Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday nights. Also, by all means, please go check out my friend's business over at Eat Bubbles over at the L&L building on Charlotte Avenue. Laura does a great job and has won Best Boba Shop 2 years in a row in all of Nashville, and it is well-deserved. So go check her out. As always, go check out comics over at Rick's Comic City over at Donaldson and Clarksville. They are a great place to go learn to get comics, learn your favorite characters and that. Other than that, I'm on vacation this week, so I'm just going to chill at the pool, get a tan, and sleep a whole lot and game a whole lot. So I won't be as tired as I usually am. Other than that, just look for me here. And then, you know, go do our stuff. Oh, apparently the Ultraman show, the English Digest video came out. So we may look at that next week, maybe.
Ultraman 2?
For Ultraman 2. Yeah, they literally dropped it like 2 hours ago.
Oh, okay.
So there's that. I'm trying to find if I can stream something on my computer via OBS. I highly doubt it. But we'll see. I am trying to acquire Gundam Blue Destiny from the Sega Saturn on here. But we will see how that goes. I don't think it will. Other than that, no, I got nothing going on. It's going to be a thing. I may just like go see a movie, maybe go see He-Man on my vacation. That's about it.
It's your birthday and vacation. Enjoy it, man. That's what you should do.
Agree.
But but before I do get to myself, shameless plugging as we usually do here. Even though we didn't have comics today, shout out to Rick's Comic City, Nashville's #1 go-to place for comic stores, located in Nashville and Clarksville, Tennessee, as well as rickscomiccity.com. If you are not in the Middle Tennessee area, guys, please support your local comic book stores, support your local bookstores, support your local library, support the indies. Because right now they need it more than most, and I cannot stress that enough. Also, check out APR Always Press Record or APR TV. Why? Because the Gimp podcast can be seen on APR TV. It's an app that's on the Roku network as well as Amazon, as well as other television shows can be found on APR TV. Definitely check it out. You will not be disappointed. Also, shout out to BlurStation.com. That we have told you about BlurStation.com for 2 years, guys. It is finally getting into those final stages of launching. Movies, television, animation, you name it, it's got it. 10-night item up to stream Blurred Station, and Blurred Station can be streamed on all smart devices. Also, check us out, the Give It Podcast on YouTube. If you literally type in the GB Podcast, we are the first thing that pops up. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button whenever we go live or whenever we do a playthrough or we ever do a review, as we do have many of our videos there for your viewing pleasure. As well as thanks to our man behind the scenes, Safari TV. We also have our other channels down there that you can follow us as well at How the Fact We Got Here, Show a Guy Joe and his channel, Total Justice Gaming, Safari TV and his second TV channel, Safari TV Gaming, and of course, Blurred's Eye View. Why Blurred's Eye View? Because myself, Safari, and others are on that show as well. Every Tuesday and Thursday, you can find us there, as well as Blurred's Eye View on the YouTube page. If you do scroll down, you can follow everybody here, including two very excited New York Knicks fans right now who are probably watching. I am giving grace. I am not making fun of you. Room Full of Blurs, as she usually follows indie comic books and creators every Sunday at 7 p.m. You can definitely like and follow her here. Geek by Heart, who I am almost sure you're probably playing tonight or tomorrow. Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Her and her husband do streams of video game plays as well as reviews of movies. You can definitely check them out as well. As we said before, Safari TV's second gaming channel, Safari TV. Of course, our show, the Get Bit Podcast, my political show, How the Frack We Got Here. Navy Montel of BlurredCon Conversations, where he covers dope conversations with Blurred and Nerd. I call him royalty, but let's be honest, he knows everybody. He also does streaming of tabletop gaming as well. Definitely check him out. Showquo, our looter shooter that usually follows games like Overwatch and Disney Lorcana. Lore of the Culture, as he usually follows comic books, everything Hollywood, and of course, Safari TV. And last but not least, even though she is not seen here, follow Whoop-de-Freaking-Do and Fresh Press by Z for all your nail needs, as Nick's in for. You hope. Yeah, we love you. We love you too, Lainey. But you can definitely follow everybody here. Why? Because we all have something great to add to the table, and trust me, you'll be better for it. As for also, guys, for all your listening pleasure, the Give It Podcast can be heard on Spotify and any other place that you do get your podcast, whether audio or visually. Definitely check that out. As for myself, Black_Spartan615 is my personal social. You can definitely follow me wherever that is, whether it's IG or Twitch or TikTok. I usually talk to everybody. Just don't make it weird. I don't get the habit of blocking people. That also being said, guys, mental health is everything. Please, again, find your outlets, find your peace, find your therapy or whatever works for you guys, because trust me, if your mind is strong, the body follows. And trust me, you definitely want to keep that mind sharp, especially around the Knicks fans. Gentlemen, go to the doctor. No excuse. There's just no way I can put that. If you want to be around for the long term, please do the things that you know you hate, but they're going to be good for you. Also, at the same time, cons are kicking in high gear. The rules still do apply, guys. Rule number 1, respect the cosplayer. Cosplay is not consent. Please treat it like human beings. To the incels and those that don't have any home training, I'm just going to have one simple rule for you guys. Please treat everybody with respect, like you got home training, or get stomped out. It's your choice. Rule number 2, hygiene is important. Soap, water, toothpaste, mouthwash, and deodorant all exist. Please use it. I do not want to know your breath stinks with my back turned to you. At the same time, nobody wants to be at a con where someone paid for the tickets, but not enough for the hotel room and actually running water. Please be clean when you come to these places. Everybody will love you for it. And the last rule that I have for myself, that I have for everybody else: be nice, be kind, talk and share, invite people to your fandoms. Don't be a dick. And if you're going to BlurredCon next year for the Slam theme, don't dress up like Hogan or you will get jumped. Now, of course, this is the weekend. As we said before, everybody's trying to wind down. I know here in Nashville, we unfortunately have CMA Fest, so I am trying to avoid downtown with every bit of my body. With you guys going out, and it is the weekend as weather's starting to kick up because summer's around the corner, please make smart decisions. Go home and be safe. Nobody wants to be in jail over the weekend. That being said, guys, we will hopefully be back next week with the Xbox dev, with the rest of the remainder of the trailers we weren't able to get to tonight, at the same Get Bit time and same Get Bit channel. And fellas, before we wrap it up, anything else we want to say before we call tonight?
Go see Masters of the Universe. That was a solid film.
All right. Joe?
Apparently the Knicks are going to sweep, according to people.
I mean, they're 2-0 so far, and I think 13, 12 game win streak.
Yeah, but they've only been winning by 1 or 2 points, so I wouldn't say a sweep. Although I still say Spurs in 5. Well, now it looks like it's gonna be Spurs in 7. But I digress. But that being said, guys, again, enjoy your weekends, enjoy your night. Don't do anything stupid. Get home safe. If you're a Knicks fan, bravo. If you're a Spurs fan, don't worry. They're gonna come back and win in 7. I've been Spartan. He's been Safari. He's been Joe. This has been the Get Bit Podcast for tonight, guys. We thank you all for watching. Do take care of yourselves and each other, and I promise we'll get through this. Have a good weekend, night. Have a good weekend, y'all. And if you're a Knicks fan, well, how can I say
what the hell's a Memphis Grizzly?
Peace.